the whole town, everybody.
A family torn apart by a horrible domestic violence incident is getting a lot of support tonight from a lot of strangers. The Castle Rock community doing what it can to help this family recover. The brutal murder of Kirsten Lockett in Castle Rock last weekend has many advocates for domestic violence survivors asking for stronger laws. Investigators say Lockett's husband had attacked her in Lyman before killing her at her brother's home. That had us asking what laws are in place now to catch repeat offenders. 7 News reporter Mark Boyle looked into it, and Mark, you found the law aimed at catching them didn't apply here.
That's right, Teresa. Officials tell me those crimes were committed too close together, and Lockett hadn't been previously arrested or convicted of any domestic violence-related charges, which means he wasn't yet considered a habitual offender. I spoke with an area district attorney about how the law works and to a survivor that wants it changed. Domestic abuse can certainly change a person, but it can also empower them.
Luckily now I identify as a survivor and in recovery, and I've jumped into violence prevention as a career. So for me, everything has ended up okay.
Like this survivor who asked not to be identified because her attackers have never been caught. She's a living statistic. The average domestic violence victim is attacked 11 times before they call 911.
Things just escalated, and it got really bad, and I was badly injured and ended up hitchhiking away from my house.
The state's domestic violence habitual offender law is aimed at chronic abusers. People facing their fourth domestic violence-related misdemeanor can be charged with a felony and with it mandatory prison time. But while many agree the law is well-intentioned, victim advocates say more needs to be done sooner.
There are other perpetrators that will walk right through orders that will escalate, and they're not quiet about what they're going to do. They will tell you, if you listen to the victims, that they are escalating.
Adams County District Attorney Dave Young prosecutes domestic violence cases all the time. He says it's not uncommon for a judge who sees misdemeanor cases to hand down stiffer penalties than a judge who handles felonies.
I've seen that happen where a county court judge may be more strict as far as the punishment goes than a district court judge because of the familiarity with the domestic violence statutes and misdemeanors.
Just one tool to punish domestic violence offenders in a crime that many would agree has become an epidemic running through our communities. Everyone we spoke with believes prosecuting violent offenders correctly is only a small portion of the equation. The bigger issue, finding a way to curb domestic violence from the start. A lot of that through advocacy. Advocates now say it's hit that epidemic level throughout our state. Mark Boyle, 7 News.
In the Castle Rock domestic violence killing, Kirsten Lockett's estranged husband, Richard, facing multiple charges, including first-degree murder, kidnapping, and stalking. He's scheduled to be in court on Thursday in Douglas County. In the Castle Rock neighborhood, doing everything